What if I told you that just sitting in a hot room could be one of the most powerful things you do for your long-term health? Well, today, we're stepping right into the heat to explore the really compelling science behind sauna bathing and what it might mean for extending not just our lifespan, but our health span.
I know, it sounds a little too simple, right? We spend so much time and money looking for the next high-tech gadget or superfood for longevity, but what if one of the best strategies has been with us for centuries, just hiding in a simple wood-paneled room? So let's just start with a number that really made the scientific community sit up and take notice. 66%. In a huge long-term study, this number represents the drop in dementia risk for people who used a sauna frequently. Seriously, that number is a showstopper, and it demands that we take a closer look. To really get to the bottom of that number, we've got to go to Finland. This is a country where saunas aren't a luxury, they're a fundamental part of life. And it's here that a landmark study started tracking thousands of men for over 2 decades. And what they found has been nothing short of groundbreaking. And listen, this was not some small short-term experiment. The study, which is known as the KIHD, followed more than 2,300 men for an average of 20 years. They tracked their habits, their health, everything. That kind of scale and that kind of time gives its findings some serious scientific weight. So after all that time, what did this incredible study actually find? Well, the first huge area of benefit was the heart. The data suggests that hitting the sauna regularly is more than just a way to relax. It's actually like a workout for your entire cardiovascular system. Now, check this out. For the people who were really committed, we're talking those in the sauna 4 to 7 times a week, the results were dramatic. The follow-up studies found a huge reduction in risk for major heart problems, like fatal cardiac events, stroke, and even just developing high blood pressure. So what is going on here? How does this work? Well, researchers have found a really powerful parallel. What happens to your body inside a sauna is physiologically very, very similar to what happens when you do moderate exercise. It's a kind of passive heat therapy that puts a beneficial type of stress on your body. Let's break that down a bit. So, during a normal sauna session, your heart rate can climb up to between 100 and 150 beats per minute. That's a lot like going for a brisk walk. Your blood vessels open up to bring more blood to your skin to cool you down, which in turn can actually lower your blood pressure and improve your overall circulation. It's basically a workout without you having to move a muscle. So how does this heat training help your heart in the long run? Well, for one, it improves the function of the endothelium. That's the delicate inner lining of your blood vessels. It also boosts nitric oxide production, which helps those vessels stay nice and flexible. All this reduces arterial stiffness, might even help lower LDL cholesterol, and it kicks your body's rest and digest system into gear. It's a win, win, win. Okay, so the heart benefits are pretty clear. But think about it. All that improved blood flow and healthier blood vessels don't just help the heart. They are absolutely critical for your brain. And this brings us to one of the most surprising and, frankly, exciting findings from that big Finnish study, the link between saunas and your cognitive health. And here we are again, back at that incredible number, 66%. According to the KIHD study, the men who used a sauna 4 to 7 times every week had a 66% lower risk of being diagnosed with any form of dementia. That's compared to men who only went about once a week. The difference is just huge. And when they drilled down specifically into Alzheimer's disease, the most common form of dementia, the results were just as mind-blowing. A 65% lower risk for that same frequent user group. And what's really interesting is that these numbers held up even after the researchers adjusted for other things like age, alcohol consumption, and blood pressure. Now, this is super important to get right. This was an observational study, which means it shows a powerful link or a correlation. It doesn't definitively prove that saunas cause the lower risk. It's certainly possible that people who use saunas this often also have other healthy habits that are contributing to these amazing outcomes. So this boost to our circulatory system isn't just about preventing disease way down the road. It also has some pretty amazing effects you can feel day to day, from managing your stress and sleeping better to even boosting your athletic performance. A sauna session can kick off a whole chemical cascade of relaxation in your body. The heat actually activates your parasympathetic nervous system, which is the signal for your body to rest and chill out. Studies show that levels of the stress hormone cortisol drop, while your body releases beta-endorphins. Those are your body's natural feel-good chemicals. The result? A deep sense of relaxation that can lead to much better, more restorative sleep. And for all you athletes out there, listen to this. One study had runners use a sauna after their workouts for just 3 weeks. The results were amazing. They increased their run time to exhaustion by 32%, and their plasma volume, which is a key marker for endurance, went up by over 7%. These are real, measurable gains in performance. Okay, the benefits are incredible, from your heart and your brain to your stress levels and performance. But, and this is a big but, is it safe for everyone? We have to do a reality check here, because this is definitely not a one-size-fits-all therapy. And the science is crystal clear on this. If you have certain pre-existing conditions, you absolutely have to talk to a doctor first. This includes things like a recent heart attack or unstable chest pain. And since saunas lower your blood pressure, if you already have low blood pressure or hypotension, it could seriously increase your risk of fainting. And the list doesn't stop there. Other groups also need to be really careful. High core body temperatures during pregnancy carry risks. Kids' bodies just aren't as good at regulating temperature yet. And combining alcohol with a sauna is especially dangerous. It messes with your body's ability to handle the heat and dramatically increases the risk of dehydration and fainting. So what's the big picture here? The takeaway is that sauna use seems to be a powerful tool for your lifestyle, but it is not a magic bullet. The evidence strongly suggests that for healthy people, it can be a really valuable part of a wellness routine, supporting your heart, brain, and mental health in some pretty significant ways. Which kind of leaves us with one last thought. In this constant quest for the next complex, cutting-edge solution for a longer, healthier life, maybe, just maybe, one of the most effective tools has been right here with us all along. A simple box of heat, offering a moment of quiet and a whole cascade of benefits.